Hopefully you're doing great. On this Tuesday that started out chilly but may end up being quite warm, I'm trying to set up all of my stuff here on Spotify. It's being difficult. Anyway, okay. Hello, guys. We are now winding down towards the beginning of SEMA. I can't even show you the shop. It's madness over there with so many projects still coming in. It's absolutely spectacular. And for those of you who do not know what SEMA is the Specialty Equipment Market Association event that happens annually in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is the biggest, I mean it, the biggest aftermarket show to ever exist on this planet. 4 amazing halls, South, Central, North, West halls, and outside and the street. And on the weekend after the 7th, it is just bananas with this SEMA Fest, which is like a concert. It's crazy. Co-pay contest says, big up yourself, BC. Blessings, my brother. Blessings to you as well. Thank you so much for joining. And I have all of you, of course, here from Instagram, YouTube Live, TikTok, and I've not had much success with my podcasting, but we'll try and get into that later on. Tech2sDay, who I love your name, says hello. Thank you so much. And I think Tracy is also here from Jordan Distributors. He got me this very nice soft drink known as Cheerwine from the East Coast. This is really nice. I'm not affiliated with this team, being this brand, but I really like it. Tracy, thank you so much for sharing this with us. It's really tasty. I had it with some goat pepper soup a moment ago. It's fantastic. It's like, I taste cherry, a little bit of a Dr. Pepper kind of taste in there, a little root beer taste. It's really nice. And I remember years ago when I used to race at Rockingham, North Carolina is when I first tried this. It's so good, guys. And Cheerwine, if you guys are watching this, your stuff is pretty nice. I like it a lot. Okay, so SEMA is a big show where people tend to really put together all their amazing projects when it comes to things aftermarket. It is a business-to-business show, but recently the SEMA team has been kind enough to open up Friday, the last day, which is next week, to public, spouses, people enthusiasts. So it's just a zoo, and we love it. And it's a place where we really showcase our wares here at Bisimoto. It really does launch our fiscal year into what we have to offer the public. And today I want to use some time to really talk about a component that a lot of people tend to overlook, but it's also extremely important to our safety and also enjoyment of our automobiles. So that being said, first one is this right here. Now, this is a pretty cool steering wheel. In the intro to today's video, I was kind enough, and thank you so much for the #1 gifter badge on TikTok. Appreciate your kind gesture, indeed. This is a combination of a Momo Pro Tipo Black Series with a Zestec CAN Hub steering center. And this CAN Hub has a lot of cool functions that you can communicate with throughout your entire chassis. And in our case, when we build aftermarket computer systems and standalones, whether it's a Link ECU for petrol stuff or the AM EV controllers, we can really interface with our power distribution module. I really like the Rywire stuff. That's also a Morse Tech to be able to communicate via CAN with this. You can do everything from power levels to horn. You can do, excuse me, that's really good food. You can do traffic signals, so much cool stuff, and you can even change gears if you need to. In my case, I can use these paddle shifters to either initiate forward or backwards for transport. or moving forward or backward in my electric cars. I could use it for regen or different levels of power. If I have a sport mode, an eco mode, or normal mode, I can change it with this. Fully programmable, so anything you can dream of that needs control your car, from lights with exterior or interior, to power levels, to safety, to horns, to even turning on a drink for you to drink while you're racing, you can do with this CAN Hub. And CAN, Common Area Network protocols, really save us a lot of time and money and weight. So instead of running multiple wires out of this, you can use a CAN high and CAN low 2-wire signal to do auto communication that multiple wires could do. So imagine me having to wire this steering wheel, which has a very small interface here. Imagine me having to wire everything in my car to this. It'll be a huge bundle, very heavy, not very efficient. But motorsport and OEMs has allowed us the opportunity, and thank you Zestech for making this happen as well, in having full control with the device. That's pretty nice indeed. And Momo, of course, I love Momo in my hands. The steering wheel is very, very comfortable, very stylish, and has that nice pedigree that we tend to love when it comes to Porsche racing and all types of other motorsports. Joji Luz, hello Joji, my good friend for many years who we used to buy components from, not only from Toy Sport, but also was my go-to when it came to ordering things from AEM for many years as a distributor. Is just absolutely fantastic. Sonic FK8 said, is it easy to hook up to a Motec? Yes. The cool thing about Motec ECUs is that you have the capability of defining your own CAN protocol. So whatever CAN language comes out of this, whether it's bespoke or native, your Motec can use that opportunity to be able to observe it and put into function anything you want. Want to increase boost levels? You can do it with knobs. You want to play on traction control? You can do it with knobs, and it can. You want to do things with your Motec that may be able to assist with a valet mode? You can do it here. You name it, you think it up. If your Motec can control it, your steering wheel can be a nice interface for it. So that's pretty cool indeed. Russell says on YouTube, do you remember our conversation from September where you wanted a dude in your family named Jack? You want still no Jacks inside, so I guess you're just, I don't know what he's talking about. It's just super random. Anyway, oh, Motec N, are you multiple places? You're also on YouTube and also on TikTok. I love my Zestech steering wheel, so many options. Yes, it's very, very, very nice. Technology is robust, and to be surrounded by something from the Italian Momo company makes life even much nicer. So that being said, that's one thing. This is something that I'm telling you, you probably have never seen. This is a project that if you want to see this hypercar project, courtesy of Caretaker's Collection at SEMA, go to SEMA Future Tech. You see this in person on a pedestal. This detachable steering wheel, which is quite motorsport as well, is really rooted in high RPM, high longevity, Le Mans Pro type technology. And what this is something that has a combination of CAN and also analog. Analog meaning you can have a circuitry on board that closes and allows for, let's say, a ground signal or 12-volt signal to come in and out of the device. The Zestech has that for the paddle, if you need that, or you can keep it CAN. Everything else is CAN-based, but you can do analog with these or CAN, so it's a little versatile. What we did here is a combination. So we have CAN here with buttons and like small knobs that can move around. But this right here is native to the AEM infrastructure, which allows you to, let's see, one button allows you to zero out your odometer, other one changes pages, which is pretty cool. You also have embedded these lights that allow for shifting. So it's like a shift light opportunity, which by the way, the Zestech has on top as well. And then what I have done, because I did something bespoke with this, my good friend Zach helped me with some of the configuration adapters here. But the paddle here is purely analog. These buttons here are analog as well. And you can't quite see what I have going on here, but I have left and right for indicators. I have a horn right there. And this is the how to say it properly, DRS. Like, it's like for the wing. So it's like this drag function that allows you to brake or allows you to help keep the vehicle planted. The DRS is very nice indeed to allow you to have full control over your wing, which is pretty good, you know? Kevin is asking, do you guys get the hypercar up and running? Almost there, and this is where it's from. This is actually the hypercar stuff. And for programming, I have this little cap right there where I can connect and change all the programming internally on the dash. So we can change everything from a boot up screen to all the parameters being looked at to even pulling data logs. And the cool thing about this hypercar is if you want to have a nice theft deterrent, you can detach this and take it with you, and almost like an old school pullout, you have this really cool steering wheel that allows you to keep your vehicle safe and almost impossible to steal. So it's pretty nice indeed. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm gonna do a lot of videos on not only this, but also the Zestech as well. And the Zestech also has a port right here that you can open up that allows you to connect and program and have some fun as well. And can also act as a theft deterrent, so that's pretty cool. So guys, I put up a video yesterday evening about the upcoming SEMA show and how you have the opportunity to go on SEMAfest.com and register and be able to come out, especially on Friday, or even participate in the SEMA Fest concert, which is like automobiles meets how can I say, a crazy rock concert. And there's so much variety. There's so many great acts. As Jonathan shared with me, last year was like Incubus was there. This year has even a crazier lineup. Absolutely fantastic. Aditya Paul is saying, nice green screen, bro. Not a green screen. As a matter of fact, these are real cars. That is the Action 935 that we had at SEMA last year. See, this is a real car. This is piping, harness that we're playing around with. It is not a green screen. I wish that was the case, but no. This is actually a proper Porsche 935 factory body with a 3.0 twin turbo setup, air cooled. And right when we come back from SEMA, you start seeing this and the action team driving this around like there's no tomorrow. So Aditya Paul, how do you say Aditya Paul? Nice try, appreciate the kind words, but nope, this is real. I still think about your Civic wagon all the time. Well, you hear that? Civic wagon's right here. I don't know if I can turn this around a little bit so you can see it, but the wagon is right there. Yep, so I still have the wagon and it's here at the Bisimoto facility. Haven't driven it quite a while. I need to really drive this a little bit, or better yet, even put it out there. Maybe I'll do a raffle and have one of you win it and enjoy it, because sitting here doesn't really help anyone, does it? It's not really good at all. People that follow you, like me and many others, know it's not a green screen. Yeah, thank you so much. So, I don't know, YouTube's kind of strange today. We had a guy who's talking about Jack, I don't know what that means, and then you have another one talking about green screen. Anyway, YouTube is a different animal. As I was talking and interacting with, I was gonna say Matt Farad, but actually Johnny Lieberman, he says the same thing. It's a very different animal between, you know, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. YouTube is quite interesting, very interesting people. Anyway, we will do the best we can. I would love the wagon, says Kenji83. Well, when I put together a nice protocol for a raffle, that would be perfect for you to do that. Number 2 fan in the fan club, Dado Koda. Thank you so much for being my number 2 fan in the fan club. Appreciate you indeed. I know Jassier2S, internet trolls are out of control. And speaking about being out of control, you may have to forgive me because we have so much to do. It is crunch time. We have over half a dozen cars going to SEMA. It is absolutely bananas, so I won't be able to stay here too long to interact with all of you, my friends and family. Carrie Damon, how do you say it? Carrie Damon says, greetings from Haiti. Oh, thank you so much. Stay safe out there. Raffle says, ITB Kevin. Yep, I want to do that. Whatever happened to that blue Porsche you built, says Jasser2S. I still have it. It's actually on display in Culver City at the Brixton Forge headquarters. So you can see the wheels on this lovely Porsche, the wheels I have on the K3V, the ones I have on the blue Porsche, the wheels I have on the Moby, and some of the other stuff that we have coming up soon, are all courtesy of Brixton Forged. So that being said, they have that car on display, which is great because a lot of people get to see it and check it out, and it's a great little showroom piece for them. And for us, it gives a little space for us to work on more cars here, which is quite nice, you know? I found you on TikTok. Being able to join live is awesome, says Biscotti. Thanks for the kind words, and I appreciate having you here. Salvador Arriaga, congratulations, by the way, on your recent win at the Super Street After Dark event. Gave me my number 3 gifter badge. Thank you so much, Sal. Appreciate you indeed. Where is the legendary CRX, says Dado Koda on TikTok. The CRX is actually running. Not the way you would think because it has a B series turbo on it now. But years ago, my very good friend, Eric Serrato, electrician, came to my residence to install an EV charger in my home. Saw the CRX and said, man, this thing is beautiful. I love this car. I wish I could ever have it. And I said, you know what? Make me an offer and I'll give it to you. And he made me an offer that he thought was just hell of a low ball. And I said, oh, take it. The CRX belongs on the track, not in my garage collecting dust. And lo and behold, he paid, picked it up, and it's back together with the same livery, the blue and the kind of crazy dark purple crimson color. But instead of being a natural aspirated single cam, it's now a boosted twin cam. So the beautiful thing is that it's back out there to be on the track, and I love that, you know? Do you play Gran Turismo 7 or Forza Horizon? No, I do not. CSR2 may be the closest thing I've played recently, particularly because my car is in it. Did a little bit of Need for Speed, because my car's been in that as well. But no, I haven't had the honor or pleasure to do Turismo 7 or Forza Horizon ever. I think I did Horizon a couple of times, but nothing too serious, you know? So that being said, guys, once again, please forgive me, guys and girls. I have to get back to work. I think all of you will be very proud and pleased about what beautiful automotive masterpieces we have coming out from the Bisimoto stable. The team here is working like crazy to get things going. Love my team so much. Really, without them, I am nothing. So I just appreciate each and one of the guys and girls here. So that being said, stay safe. Next week, Tuesday, about this time, we will be in Vegas, and I'll do my Tech2sDay live for the SEMA show. For those of you who don't have the unique opportunity to be within industry to attend the show, allow me the opportunity to be your eyes and ears for that. So that being said, have a pleasant one, guys. Take care and see you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.